Hi Leo, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your December 2019 full moon reading for you. Now, the time period of this reading is from December 12th, which is the time of the full moon, to January 10th, which is the time of the next full moon in January. All right, so let's delve right in, and if this reading resonates with you, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also to subscribe to my channel. This deck right here, I'm going to move over to the side. It is going to be used to clarify how the eclipse will be affecting you, because there is a eclipse on, there's a new moon eclipse on December 26th, and that is also when the new moon falls into Capricorn. Then we have the Moonology card, so we're going to do a moon reading and correlate that to, and compare that to your main reading right here. Let's delve right in. Leo, December 2019 full moon reading. Leo, December 2019 full moon. 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 Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Fantastic. Okay. At the heart of everything, Leo, is the Seven of Shells. You are crowned by the Queen of Shells. This is a water sign energy, a Pisces, a Scorpio, a Cancer. Then you have the Six of Shells. I like that progression here. The 6 and then the 7, the progression of the 7 and then the 6. You have Transformation, which is the Death card in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. So this also represents a Scorpio energy and a time frame of October 23rd to November 21st. The King of Shells. Oh, that's exquisite. That is exquisite. Okay. The Five of Acorns. The Wheel of Fortune, the Wheel. The Magician. Oh, this is a brilliant reading. The Three of Acorns, okay, the Three of Wands. And the Chariot, a Cancer energy shining forward. Okay, strong Cancer presence within this reading. And that is a time frame of June 21st to July 22nd. All right, so let's just take a minute before I delve into the meat and potatoes of the tarot reading to talk about this full moon, the new moon, and the new moon eclipse. So the full moon is right here, and in the Moonology cards, it says the full moon is surrender to the divine. So there's a surrendering to the divine as this full moon is in Gemini, and this says the answers you need are coming. So as you surrender, it's surrendering control over situations. And I know Leos, I have a bunch of Leos in my family. I know surrendering control is not something that you like, but it's going to be something that is going to be absolutely imperative for you and to you at this time to be able to move forward. It's being divinely guided, and it is really sitting there and listening to that inner voice, that inner wisdom. Now, on December 26th, so if you celebrate Christmas, this is the day after Christmas, you're going to see that this is a time of tremendous change. This calls tremendous change into your life. So be prepared for this, especially if while celebrating the holidays, you have a lot of family and friends over and everything like that, because this is going to be a rather intense day for you. We have the new moon, which is a new start is coming, which is always brilliant. And this new moon is in Capricorn, which says your hard work is paying off. So everything that you have been working towards, everything you have been focusing on is paying off here, Leo. This then leads, the new start leads to the new moon eclipse, which is expect powerful change. This change, the way I see the change of the new moon eclipse, is very akin to a tower change. And I know you're going to sit there and say, oh my gosh, you just said the tower, that is the worst card in the whole entire deck. It's not. It's not. None of the cards are bad. Some are more intense in a certain area than others. So with this tower, period, this is simply, as you are moving forward, this is a strong connection to divine guidance towards change. You can reject the change most definitely, but you are going to be led out of your comfort zone. And this is why I say it's very akin to the tower. You are going to be led out of your comfort zone. You are going to be looking at things very differently, new perspectives coming into light and moving forward towards what you desire, but not in the way that you thought things were going to come together. So it's going to be a time where you really do feel as if things are out of your control, but it's going to be a time of immense change and profoundly beautiful change coming into your life. So be prepared for that. At the heart of everything, Leo, is the Seven of Shells. This is choice and ambition. So the Seven of Shells is the Seven of Cups in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. And this has, in that deck, has usually a woman looking at, all the different possibilities laid before her, cups filled with different things. So here at your heart, during this full moon, during this surrender to the divine, during this time, you're going to be looking at a lot of your possibilities, a lot of the different ways that the world can open up to you. As you do so, you're going to be seeing things differently, but you're also going to need to focus on in your mind, on what you truly want and how you truly want to move forward. Because the first place that you conquer anything is going to be within your thoughts. So know here that at this time, Leo, your thoughts play a powerful role within your life as you are moving forward, as you are going after what you desire. This then leads to the Three of Acorns, the Three of Wands. This is foresight and exploration. So you're looking at the future. You're seeing things. Right? You're seeing the way that you want to move forward. You're seeing how you want things to be. This full moon is really illuminating how you want to be moving forward in your life. It's shining a spotlight on something that is astoundingly important to you. As it does so, you're going to have more focus coming into your life, greater insight leading you forward, and greater desire guiding you towards the future. You're going to see your ships come in, but you're also going to be able to see your ships go out, going after what you desire, chasing new opportunities. Not so much chasing, but it is setting things up for the new opportunities and the new bounty that is coming your way. You're then crowned with the Queen of Shells. So I'm just going to take for a moment the Queen of Shells and the King of Shells, because this is exquisite. I love this combination. Because whenever I have the King and the Queen from the same deck, of the same suit, in a reading, this means a soulmate connection, this means a true love connection, this means a powerful connection, and it's of emotions leading you forward to what your heart desires, to where you want to be, to what you are looking for in your future, but also how you are cultivating and creating your present. So here we have the Queen of Shells, and it says peace and compassion. And then we have the King of Shells, which says harmony and integrity. So here you have these things coming together: harmony, integrity, peace, comprehension of, and compassion for the way that you're moving forward. There's a sense of peace coming over you. And for you, Leo, during this time, this is not going to be a severe time of action, kind of storm the Bastille or, climb the highest mountain type of thing. This is going to be very much a time where you're looking at what your heart desires, you're looking at the truth of your emotions, you're looking at the power of your soul, and you are moving forward in that truth and in that glory. Really listening to your heart is what Spirit is saying is going to be your greatest ally at this time, because it is going to help you know how to show up to things, how to prepare yourself for the changes to come ahead, really listening to your heart, because I firmly believe in the way I read the tarot is that we are emotional beings. And I live very much in a world of emotion. And so the way the tarot equates to me is through that emotion. What it is saying here is to open your heart to the changes that are coming, to open your soul to what it is that you desire, and do not hold yourself back. Because here with the Queen of Shells, now this is a water sign energy, a Pisces, a Scorpio, a Cancer, and you do have a strong Cancer presence here, a strong determination to move forward. This is paired with the Magician. So as peace and compassion come into your life, as peace, understanding, and power surround you, you are going to see yourself graced and blessed. You are going to see that willpower and creation lies within you. It's through your willpower, and it's not through the force of your will. And I want to make this clear, because especially for you, Leo, why you are represented by the Strength card in the Major Arcana is so important, and it correlates so beautifully to your personality, because as you relate to the Strength card, you use strength and you embrace strength to move yourself forward. But strength can also be the great weakness in this game of life, because some things you can't just power through. Some things will simply bring you to your knees, no matter what. And what the Magician is saying here, as above, so below, as you believe it, so it becomes. As your emotions radiate out this truth, so it becomes your reality. As I said, we are emotional beings. And with emotional beings and with emotional truth comes this energy vibration, right? We all function, we all give off an energy vibration. A lot of the world vibrates at a very low frequency. A lot of people vibrate at a very low frequency. They're angry, they're, resentful, they've had enough, there's despair. They are drawn to things that see other people hurt, that see other people frightened, that take away control from other people, right? So here, low energy vibration. That's why we have so much violence in the media. That's why we chase stories, we as human beings chase stories of great trauma, because of the low energy vibration. If you raise yourself up, you're not going to be vibrating at where the rest of the world is. It's just going to be part of your truth. So as you raise yourself up, you are embracing the magic and the majesty within you. It will feel a bit lonely, most definitely, because you will not relate to the people around you. It will feel as if it's almost like they're aliens. You're like, what the heck are you talking about? But here, as you move forward in this truth of your heart, and it's going to be illuminated through the full moon, you are going to find that your magic calls to you, that there's an affinity to your being, that you are spreading your wings and you are able to fly to new heights and new powers. Then we have the King of Shells. Remember, this combination of the Queen of Shells and the King of Shells is tremendously important. Listen to your emotions at this time. Also, do not let negative emotions take over you, because with the energy vibration, with yourself really focusing, it's not yourself focusing. Spirit is saying, with the focus being around your heart's truth, around your heart's power, around your emotional greatness, right? If you let it, it can drag you to the ground. If you let it, the emotions can take over the whole entire thing and become a bit crazy. These emotions also need to be focused, centered, and then moved forward in grace and in beauty. So here with the King of Shells, this is, again, harmony and integrity is paired with the Chariot. So this is a strong Cancer presence, a time frame, once again, June 21st to July 22nd. And the Chariot says discipline and determination. As you embrace harmony, as you embrace your integrity, this is going to be making decisions that aren't easy, but that have to resonate true with your heart, your soul, and yourself. This is saying that at this time, as things are illuminated, as the answers come with the Gemini presence here, you move forward in power. You move forward in a grace of determination. And there is a sense here that, again, emotions can take control. So be very mindful of your first emotional reaction to things during this time. You are going to want to charge forward. Right? That's your Leo shining through. That's your strength shining through. It's like might equals right. And that is something here that is falling away. It's not might equals right. It is your personal truth equals what is right for you. And it doesn't matter how anybody else sees it or how anybody else takes it in at this time. Because what you are doing here is you're facing battles. The Five of Acorns, the Five of Wands is facing battles. It's facing being overwhelmed. And this is challenge and growth. You are going to be screaming into the void of the world, just screaming into existence. Enough is enough. And there's going to be a breaking point here. There's going to be something emotionally that triggers you, that is the change that you are needing to move you forward. And it's enough is enough as you are transforming, as you are transitioning. This says, transition and liberation. You are being set free. The Death card is a dying away of the old self, a rebirth of the new. But you have to scream out what you do not want anymore. And I know that might sound odd. You might be sitting there and saying, Dane, I do not want to kind of be so unseemly as to be screaming in the middle of my house. But you can always scream into a pillow or, just a vigorous exercise or something like that to be able to release the negative overwhelming energy that is going to be illuminated and that is going to leave behind the answers that you are looking for. It is going to bring you to this place of new beginning, to this place of powerful change that comes through your hard work, through your dedication, and through your determination. This then leads to the Three of Acorns, focusing on the future, looking at the days, the weeks, the months, the years ahead, and being driven, being determined to move forward towards your grace, towards your power, and in your truth. All right, let's do your Moonology cards. Oh wait, no, I completely missed right here. I do apologize, getting all ahead of myself. Then we have the Wheel. So this is the Wheel of Fortune, most definitely, and it says change and possibilities. You are absolutely moving forward in change. You are moving forward to new possibilities, new truths, and new power. This especially is going to be kickstarted around December 26th. It doesn't have to be like, don't, sit there and have this day just circled with red on your calendar, because it can be a little bit before, a little bit after. But there is going to be this change that leads you forward. And you're going to feel as if you're on a roller coaster ride at times, which I am apprehensive to say because it's the holiday season and nobody wants to feel like they are on a roller coaster ride. But that is the truth that I'm seeing here. And with the Six of Shells, there are things that are going to come up from your past, from childhood, and this says sentiment and joy. It's actually going to be, you feel like you're on this roller coaster ride. Your life is doing a 180. And what starts to drive you forward is what you have always desired, what you have always wanted, where you have always wanted to be. It's also releasing the negativity that other people have spoken over you. And it's empowering you to embrace your inner magic and your inner truth, to look at the future with a ferocity of spirit and with a determination of self. Now we can move on to the Moonology deck and see what the moon has to say about how December's full moon is going to affect you. December 2019, full moon. Leo. December 2019, full moon, Leo. December 2019, full moon, Leo. December 2019, full moon. My goodness, Leo. Okay, there we go. Close enough is good enough. Show me clearly. Show me clearly. Show me clearly. Show me clearly. All right, brilliant. And I'm just going to lay these out quietly. Yeah. So here you have a lot of new moon energy. So this is new starts, new beginnings, but also kind of feeling almost left out in the dark sometimes. So know here that in the power of this moon, the surrendering to the divine is going to be profoundly important, especially as you embrace this new moon period, the new moon period, because of December 26th, because there is going to be a sense of the change that you are going through kind of pulls the veil from your eyes. It's here that, yes, the light is covered. The reflection of the moon is covered. Most definitely, the light of the moon is covered. But there is an illumination that comes through this moment of absolute silence, of darkness, of a connection within your own soul. It can feel a bit like a void comes up, but it's a void that will soon be answered by a small pinprick of light that grows and grows and grows as you center yourself, as you believe in the future that you want, as you surrender and as you start to hear the answers to questions. The answers to the questions that are coming, they're not going to come in the way that you had expected, okay? What I'm seeing here is that they are coming in a way that comes through feelings, that comes through emotions, that comes through raising yourself up, because there's some sort of muck and mire that you have been stuck in, and now you're going to be on an upswing. Stay away from really violent, really negative things, Leo, because it's going to be very easy to be pulled back down to a baser desire and a baser connection, that like the base instincts that everybody has. At your heart right here is the moon in Aries, the new moon in Aries. It says it's time to take action. This is coupled with the 7 of Shells, which is choice and ambition. So it's time to take action towards the choices set before you. This isn't an ambivalence. This is really a deep powered, I can, I will, and I am going after my goals and my dreams. So the power of Aries is around you. The determination, the focus is at your heart. And yes, there is a new start coming, but yes, it almost feels like there's a secret that is going to be revealed to you that is very, very powerful. And the secret has to do with the way that you are focusing your mental energy, your emotional self, to move you forward. Then we have the waxing moon at your heart. It says, the waxing moon, the energy is gaining momentum. Sorry, sometimes my dyslexia shines through like the star that it is. So here, with the energy is gaining momentum, you are going to find that as you look at your future, the energy towards your focusing on the future that you want, towards you focusing on what you desire, is gaining momentum, is gaining power. Right? That's what the moon is saying. So even though at times, while you are embracing the strength, this determination of self, you're going to think, oh my gosh, I can't. But your energy is gaining momentum. So it means you most definitely can. And the full moon in Scorpio says it is time to release the negative energy. It is time to release negativity. And this is with the Queen of Shells. This is what's going to help you move forward in peace and compassion, in peace and desire for the way that you want your life, emotionally, personally, within your heart. Because remember, there are people who are filthy rich, who have more money than they can ever spend in a lifetime, and they're miserable because their heart isn't happy. There are people who are struggling, most definitely, but they have such love and joy within their hearts that they are richer than the richest person. So here, and I know that might sound odd, and you might say, dang, that's a nice story, but that's definitely how I'm seeing it here. There is a sense that as you release the negativity, you're going to see your richness shine through. And it's the richness of the heart. It's the richness of emotion. Right? And it's going to be moving you forward in new grace and in new beauty. And then with the Magician, is paired with the blue moon. So the moon is saying here, believe in the impossible as you embrace your magic, as you stand before the altar of your existence, as power and creativity and majesty surround you, as the impossible becomes possible. Believe. And this says, take time to breathe out. With the King of Shells. Now, with the Queen of Shells and the King of Shells, do know that you're going to have times where your emotions are the actor upon the stage, the things that people are paying the most attention to. And then with the Queen of Shells, you're going to want to be the director behind the scenes, have your emotions hidden away. That is going to be the push and the pull that you have during this time. Do you stand firm? Do you step back? You're going to be sitting there and wanting to be in the limelight and wanting people not to be able to recognize you. So know that with your emotional truth, you're going to have that push and that pull of people really seeing your emotions very clearly, and then you kind of feeling like this is your own sacred truth and not wanting everybody to see everything. Right? Take time to breathe out as you find your harmony, as you embrace your integrity, as you move forward. Then we have the new moon in Libra, which is a new romantic cycle begins as you embrace the Chariot, as discipline and determination come forward. Now, the romantic cycle doesn't just simply have to be the cycle of love, of romantic love, like not romantic love. Yeah, the romantic cycle can also be not falling in love with another person, that's what I'm trying to say, but falling in love with your life around you, seeing the beauty of things, moving forward in a truth and in a harmony and in a love of soul that is just absolutely breathtaking. This then leads to the third quarter moon, which is adjustments are required as you release the negativity, as you release the chaos from within. Internal chaos and even external chaos is released. Then you have the full moon in Libra. A win-win outcome is forecast. So I love that you have the new moon and the full moon. So very much a balance is coming in with this Libra energy. A balance is coming as you are embracing a transformation, as transition and liberation is leading you forward. You are seeing that there is a win-win outcome. There's not going to be one devastated loser and one prosperous person here. There's a balance to things. And this balance can even be for yourself, where you feel as if, a part of you feels as if Leo, that you have to sacrifice something very, very great to diminish something else that you want you have to sacrifice something very great to get something else. And here, it's saying that neither one of these things has to be diminished. Do not sit there and give up on your dream. Keep on moving forward, but you need to find a balance, because right now there isn't a balance, and that's why you're having the dying away of the old self, the rebirth of the new coming. You're having this death to a certain way of seeing things, and this rebirth as someone very mighty and very powerful. The South Nod is paired with the Wheel of Fortune. And this says, don't let your past hold you back. Because you're going to see yourself defined by the past. And with the Wheel of Fortune, everything is changing. Everything is doing a 180. And you are on a roller coaster ride. So do not let your past define you. But also know that your past, especially if you're dealing with other people, it's always going to be remembered. So here it is saying that you are working out of a past that might be very heavy for some of you Leos. Might be very heavy. And now it's a new dawn, it's a new day. And even if your past isn't very heavy, you are breaking free from a chain that bound you, from a certain way of being that was the past you. Now the present you is a lot more free and a lot more powerful. Then we have the new moon in Scorpio. And I love that you have the new moon and the full moon, both in Scorpio, showing up. And this says, work through your fears. Fears that you have had since childhood, fears that have been holding you back from the dreams that have been... Is there a huge glare on these? Sorry about that. Dreams that have been holding you back. Yeah, dreams that you have had, but you have felt as if you can't achieve them, that you're held back, that you can't move forward in the way that you want to be. Now you're seeing yourself set free. This leads you to believing in the impossible and knowing that the energy around you, the power of spirit around you, the connection to the divine is growing ever greater and gaining momentum within your life. So let's see what this eclipse has to offer you. Show me clearly. Leo, December 2019 eclipse, new moon eclipse. Leo, December 2019, new moon eclipse. Leo, December 2019, new moon eclipse. Leo, December 2019, new moon eclipse. Leo. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Fantastic. All right, and I'm just going to lay out 3 cards because I don't want you guys to sit there and be like, Dane, when the heck is this reading ever going to end? Because it could just go on and on and on as we delve even deeper and deeper and deeper into things. All right. So what we are doing here is showing your heart, your head, and your base, your roots. So think of this also as the the bark of the tree, the tree, its branches, and its roots right here. So it starts off with the Page of Swords. So which means that this full moon in Gemini, the way that the eclipse is changing things is that answers come. Answers come, and there's going to be a strong connection with the Gemini energy of the full moon during the eclipse, of answers revealed, of things moving you forward. Right? This is also an air sign energy, a Gemini, a Libra and Aquarius. You are cutting through doubts and fears. You are being a student of what you desire and the way that you desire moving forward. This leads to the new moon in Aries, where it's time to take action as you are studying, as you are comprehending things. And then this leads to the taking action, leads to the choices and ambitions set before you by the Seven of Shells. This leads to understanding your mind, understanding your passion, and understanding the way that you want to move forward. So with the full moon, you are gaining understanding and focus. With the moon itself speaking to you, it's saying here, it's time to take action, it's time to move forward. And then the eclipse is saying that study things, look at things, don't act rashly, take in the knowledge, and then move forward, surrounded by the answers that you have accumulated through the moon, but that come through you through emotional understanding. The reason why this is represented by the air is because by the swords is because it represents the mind. And as the emotions come through, which is how you're going to be getting your answers emotionally, as you settle them, they're going to be greatly affecting your mind. And you're going to be a student of how to correlate the two, how to combine the two, to move you together in strength. Then things really start to change, because at your crown is the Eight of Wands. Things start to change as you release negativity, fears, apprehensions, and as you embrace your emotional truth, as peace, harmony, and compassion comes into your life. That's what the moon is showing. That's what the tarot is saying the moon is giving to you. Also a strong connection to water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. This could also mean that you are very affected by this moon, because it is an emotional time, but also because the moon, of course, controls the tides. So you're going to be very affected by this moon. It is going to be very powerful for you, and you are going to want to step back as the director, as the person kind of behind the scenes, taking everything in and then seeing how to move forward. This then releases the negativity as the emotional truth comes forward, and changes come rather quickly. Your roots are the Devil card. Again, the Capricorn energy of the new moon shines through. And since this new moon this is a new moon eclipse, the Capricorn energy is going to be astoundingly important. This means that your hard work is definitely paying off. You're going to be very drawn to the things that make logical sense at this time, kind of things that you can build, things that you can see your productivity in. So know here that you are going to be drawn to that type of stuff from the 26th onward up until January 10th. But you are also releasing negativity. You see here how he cannot see. Okay, so the devil cannot see things clearly because he is looking at what everybody else wants, what everybody else desires. You are releasing that. It's almost like a fad. You are releasing the needs to be dictated by everybody else. And you are standing in the truth of your will, your soul, and yourself. You are stronger than other people are at this time, most definitely. And you are seeing more of your truth moving you forward. This leads to a time, to you taking time to breathe, to you taking time to center yourself and move forward in the integrity and the harmony that you desire within your life. But as you embrace this integrity and harmony, as you step back, as you breathe, you see the chains that bind you on this earthly plane, and you release them. You release them and you say, I'm now living in my truth and in my power. Your subconscious message for the whole entire reading is justice. Now this is a Libra energy, a time frame of September 23rd to October 22nd. This says here, truth and clarity. So you are embracing justice, balance, truth, and clarity as you move forward towards what you desire, towards where you want to be, and what you are building your life over. Yeah, and it's justice that is guiding you. It's balance that is leading you. Then we have the new moon, the moon subconscious message, which is the new moon in Pisces. And this says, meditate and contemplate. Do not act too rashly. Calming yourself and centering yourself during this time is going to be highly beneficial for you. It's actually going to make you feel like a new person. The eclipse brings with it, the subconscious message here is the Eight of Swords, doubts, fears, feeling overwhelmed, overanalyzing the changes that the new moon brings, that the new moon eclipse brings. Do not do that to yourself. Do not sit there and have to rip everything apart and logic everything out, because it will cripple you. Doubt, of course, you're human. Fear, of course, you're human. Act anyway. That's where you're calling on your Leo strength. Right? That's where you're calling on your beauty of self. Saying, yes, I am afraid. Yes, the changes that the eclipse are bringing are overwhelming. But you are bountiful and powerful beyond comprehension. All right, Leo, I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. It has been a pleasure reading for you. I wish you a beautiful full moon, new moon, and new moon eclipse. Bye.